blessings as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more. Oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Joseph Osai has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Orchestrating the offense, a man born back in 1990 in Pocatello, Idaho. That's Taysom Hill. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 14 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Here's Hill. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now a stoppage for the injury, and that's Leonard Fournette, who's going to get some medical attention, so hold everything here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Another tote for ETN. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be
ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Give left side for Pierce.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They find some open field here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is ETN.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Hill.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll run for it with Spiller.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now Hill going to keep it running left.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The offense on 3rd down, not good. Over 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taysom Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Mahomes firing complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now it's Mahomes again.
He's got Bellinger. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mahomes' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw into the hands of Cobb.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Succop's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Still second down.
To throw is Hill.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Hill. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Hill now on the option right.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hill.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little...
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they'll begin by running the option.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now here's a pass on first down. That's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 20.
Hill looks to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now out come the Giants. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce now up the middle.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Cobb.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes to Michel on the screen. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Give running right is Spiller.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Taysom Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Important extra point up and through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense, trailing 17-10, a minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes.
Connected with Michelle.
Hey, let's go!
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Mahomes.
His throw incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Gets this to Bellinger.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Mahomes. That's complete to Pierce.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mahomes swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Mahomes will throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because